Yes.
Yvette?
Kieran. Hi, David.
Hi there, Yvette.
Hi, David.
The Guys in History corner are very, very interested in this actress. Can Derek come up with a name of the actress?
Yeah, Derek.
Yes.
It's going off again. The EMF meter is going off again. Should we go and have a look? As we're going down, Derek.
Yes.
Everybody in the hub would like to know if you can give us a name for the actress.
Okay, I'll ask. You know, if she was like, I'm going to ask her. I'm going to send the thoughts out. Ask her, see if she'll, give a reply. You see, down here now again, energy has been here like it was before.
It's going off there, John. Look, see. What's it reading at?
It's at 10 mg.
Yes.
And it was just when I came down this corner where we started.
What does it mean, Kieran? Explain that to us.
It's basically, it's 10 milligauss, which is showing that there's a fluctuation in the local electromagnetic field. That's the natural explanation. Some theorists say that it's a possibility that there's a presence of a spirit.
Okay, but normally you would sort of, when an EMF goes off, you would expect wires and things like that, but of course there's nothing below.
Exactly, and I've done a test with just like an electric wire detector, the sort of thing you can use in DIY, and there's certainly no electric wires around here that would be setting this off.
Does that not feel warm to you?
This is where all the
This is where we started.
Yes.
When we were on a break, we were all standing in this area, weren't we? And basically we all said, my God, it's getting so hot, so sick. We weren't doing anything, we were actually waiting to come up the stairs.
Yes.
But it actually feels really warm to me.
Well, maybe this could be, when we talk about the vortex,
yeah.
Right, this could be, we've got like hot and cold spots, well, we got the hot and the cold vortex, and this is what made us all feel as if we were overheating whilst we were here, wasn't it?
Okay, so how far does that go down then, Kieran?
Yeah, you can feel it.
Can you feel that? Put your hand there.
Stephen. Do you feel any heat coming up in your hands?
You can. Kieran, can you feel the heat there?
Here. Just here. Just put your hand and feel it coming under your palms. As if it's like raising. Very warm.
Can you feel
It's certainly a lot warmer here than it was further up.
Yeah.
It's a lot colder up there.
Anybody, Sally? Just come and have a feel of this. Tell me what you think. Just put your hands there. Oh God, yeah. Around this area here.
Come in here, let's see.
Does it feel warmer? Yeah.
It's sweating here.
There's no heating and nothing above or anything down here to the side. That is really peculiar.
It's a vortex.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I do. And I feel, this is a vortex for her. She's going to be coming through here, and up this. I'd be totally surprised, really shocked if air emanations, even if she was not seen fully manifested, she would be seen shadowy or what have you. If people were walking up the stairs, I feel it could be pushes.
Stand there. Now, tell me what you feel. Concentrate. Tell me what you feel. Try and give me a name for her.
I see. This is her energy. This is her energy.
Come on.
Yes, she's fine. Look, okay. I feel. I'm standing. A very, very slim lady. I'm getting the hair. Thank you. I'll just describe. It's way up back, and it's up here. Okay. She's got these long issue of the ears dangling from the ears. She's got the shoes are like a pointy, very pointy, low heeled. I feel very, very tight in here. Is it like a corset? And I feel that she's totally un at ease. She's not happy. She's discontent, the soul.
What's her name? What's her name?
Come on in, please. Come on, give me the name. Help me, Sam, with this. Inquire with the good spirit lady. Ask her. Please. Elizabeth. He's giving me Elizabeth.
Ask for another surname.
Can you give me a surname, please? It sounded like... Is it pain? Pain? No, give Sam a little bit clearer, please. Bless. To me it sounded like pain or...
Okay.
It sounds like pain.
Okay, so it could be Elizabeth Payne.
Yes.
Elizabeth Payne. Okay, we're going to hand back to you now, David, because we're going to go on to the next location. So that's interesting. We've got Elizabeth Payne and some fascinating bits of information we've got there. And also, I have to say that this is genuine. We're all actually...
Oh, yes.
Come and stand in this thing. Come and stand. Just, can you feel the heat there? Can you feel it? Don't say if you can't.
No, I can.
You
My
can.
face was absolutely burning standing back there.
That's interesting. And the EMF is still going off.
Yeah.
Okay, David, this part of it's actually fascinating. I don't know what you think of it in the hub.
Thank you very much, Yvette. I have to say, Matthew, you're not very impressed, are you, that he
No,
can't come up
I
with
agree.
any
I think
names?
it is fascinating. Being to see if that name Elizabeth Payne means anything. I find it interesting that the EMF reader's going on. So yeah. very
Okay, interesting. Do you know who Elizabeth Payne is? If you do, let us know. 08712 448804. Okay, what we're going to do now, this is to decide which one of you, of our audience, is going to join the investigative team in our next location, which is Derby Jail. So can I ask, David, come on, pick out one of these forms. Everyone here has signed one of these forms. The person who is going out to Derby Jail
is Dawn Whittaker.
Dawn Whittaker, where are you? Where are you? Stand up. Join us after the break where Dawn Whittaker is going to join the investigative team. She is going to Derby Jail. You see, as she leaves the building, she is on her way to Derby Jail. Find out what happens after this break. Well, welcome back to another special night for the Most Haunted Live team. We are live until midnight investigating the paranormal world here in Derby City Centre. Now, before the break, they were investigating McCluskey's nightclub, and we heard this name, Elizabeth Payne. Do you know who Elizabeth Payne is? If you do, give us a ring, 08712 448804, 08712 448804. We also heard all sorts of other names. Historians, particularly Richard Jones, what do you make of this Elizabeth Payne?
Well, we're still working on trying to find her. We've got a Fred Payne, we've got an Edmund Payne, we haven't got Elizabeth yet. He came out with the name William, that was interesting. Not in an anger context, but when the fire occurred on the 6th of May 1886, an actor, one of the actors he wasn't actually killed in the fire directly, he was dragged out of the flames by a man named William Hill, who went in and rescued him. But our researchers have also come up with something rather interesting, that Mr. Felix here might have had a little bit to do with that.
Pardon? Mr. Felix might have been involved.
A family legend.
What's that, Richard?
Well, me? My great-grandfather actually worked for the Midland Railway Company. He was an Irishman, and he was in charge of the horses for the fire brigade in Derby at the time, in 1884. And the night of the fire, my great-grandfather was drunk, and he couldn't get the horses together quick enough, and so they think that there's a possibility that it was his fault that the Grand Theatre actually burnt down.
I love that. What was his name?
Thomas Felix.
Thomas Felix.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. Matthew Smith,
Thank
what
you
do you
for that.
make of what you've heard? The possibility that William may have been the guy that dragged people out of that. Impressed? Not
On the
impressed?
face of it, it seems quite interesting. Again, William, very common name. You can come with the full name. And what we're asking Derek to do, ideally, was to link with the names of the people who were killed. That's what apparently he was linking with earlier on. And it's quite difficult to actually find out those names. So if he was able to produce those names, and again, more than just the first name, because if you just come with a first name like William, which happens to link with the person who is responsible for taking somebody out, then it could be interesting, but it's not very, very strong evidentially. What I found particularly interesting...
David Wells, I see you not looking very happy there.
Well, I understand what Matthew's saying. However, what Matthew really wants is name, address, and blood group of the person Derek's
No, just
picking
simply...
up,
The name William is a very, very common name, particularly at that, at that period of time. So to
because
simply
there was a lot of
name-
Williams.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, it could have been Williams.
But what about...
Oh, yeah, no,
but what about
he could be
Matthew's
doing
point?
exactly what he's doing.
But what about Matthew's point about the fact that if you do press Derek for a name, you don't get one?
Well, I think what we saw there particularly is that he, pressed for a name which maybe didn't have access to, it quickly shifted to something else and forget about the fact they're asking for a name. All I'm saying, in terms of producing something which can be taken as being evidential of something more than, something easy to explain, we need that kind of evidence. Okay. Or at least I need that kind of evidence.
All right, thank you for the moment.